this week's Kyber cave excavation, we're going to be doing unboxing for something from the planet of geek. So stick around. We'll be right back. So on this episode, we're going to be doing a Kyber excavation from the caves of iamGEEK. We're going to do an unboxing and see what the newest Kyber is that they've got for us. So let's go ahead and open this box up and see just what we've got. All right. Being that this is a single Kyber open boxing, we're going to go ahead and do the review for it while we're at it. So we'll start out with getting the wrapping paper out of the way. And this is something I have to say about iamGEEK is that you always get something very unique. With the way that Ryan Street over there at iamGEEKshop does, he always puts together something very unique. I mean, you can see it's on this side. Right here, you've got the 50th anniversary or celebration from Disney. You've got the box set right here that he released, the Elemental box set with a couple of the other Kybers right beside him. The Great Tree and the Chosen. But this one's a little different. It's nice because the way it comes packaged is exactly like the card shows. And it actually looks like a Christmas ornament, which makes sense because this Kyber is for Life Day. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we've got inside. Might have to take this ornament, put this Kyber back in here, and put it on my Christmas tree this year. Alright, so in here we've got our card and the Kyber. So what we'll do is we'll start off with the Kyber itself, or I'm sorry, the card. We're going to start out with the card that you get. Get this all centered here on the camera for you so we can see it on the Kyber cam and go ahead and show it to you. So here's the card that you get with the Life Day, and as you can see, and I'll go ahead and point out here, you've got the basically the Christmas ornament style orb or ball that's there, which is really cool because it kind of matches what the Kyber has in it. So to throw the Kyber in there and you can see what I'm talking about, it has an orb in the middle. So we'll go ahead and move this on over here. We'll get the card out of the way. Take a look at this Kyber itself. So in the Kyber, and I know you're getting some reflection from the ring light, but I want to be able to give you the best light possible to see this thing. But we've got the red glitter mixed in with, it looks like almost a blackish background within the resin of the Kyber itself. And then you've got the white orb in there, symbolizing the Life Day celebration. With this Kyber, the orb does stick out a little bit, and I have talked with Ryan Street over at iamGEEK, and it was designed this way specifically so that the orb jumped out at you, because that's kind of the centerpiece of this Kyber, is the orb itself. Let me get it back up in the camera here better for you. But that's all part of it, is the orb itself is the centerpiece of the Kyber. You've still got the detail and everything around it for the number 2 cut of the Galaxy's Edge Kybers. And it looks really nice all the way around. The glitter itself, it it goes throughout the entire Kyber. And I've seen some other crafters, primarily one other crafter that I've seen that's tried to use glitter in his Kybers, and it's not been able to stay within the entire Kyber like that and fill the whole thing in like that. That particular crafter being overseas, it advertised a little differently than what you actually got whenever you got the Kyber. If you have any questions on that, get with me and I can show you what I'm talking about at a later date. Or actually, I think you can go to my original video, which was the video where I did comparisons for the different crafters, and you'll be able to see exactly which ones I'm talking about on there. I believe I think I reviewed one of his Kybers in there that showed exactly what I'm talking about, where the glitter did not go throughout all of it, and it wasn't one of the top, 3 or 4, Kyber crafters out there. But this one, the glitter goes throughout the entire Kyber, which is very good. That's something that's hard to do, and there's only been a couple crafters that I've seen that have really been able to honestly master the ability to keep the glitter within the Kyber itself, to where it's contained inside the whole thing, where no matter which face you're looking at of the Kyber, you're able to see the glitter throughout the whole thing. Other than Ryan Street over at iamGEEK being able to do it, the other one being Ryan Shelley over at KRC Kybers. Sorry, got an eyelash in my eye there. They've done a really good job with using glitter and being able to keep it throughout the entire Kyber. With that, let's go ahead and see what we get as far as colors. So let me grab Wasabi's chassis here, and we'll go ahead and take you guys over to the large screen so that way you can see it better. Let's go ahead and put this in. My understanding is this Kyber is strictly a single chip Kyber. Part of that being because it's getting harder and harder to be able to get a lot of the materials that these guys are needing from overseas, to be able to RFID chip these properly without causing everything to be so expensive. So in the chassis we do get the white, kind of, to match the orb that's on the inside of the Kyber itself. Now, with that, let's go ahead and take a quick look and see, since we know it's white, we'll see which voice we get when we stick it in our holocron. Find the opening here to pop open. Now it's a little, it's going to be a little bit snug, but it does get down in there. It just kind of sits on an angle. I don't know if you guys can see inside very well, but it kind of sits on an angle a little bit, but that's fine because it goes in and out. And there we get the white on there. Let's see what voice we get.
The force is strong.
So we get Chirrut Imwe.
The force is with me, and I am with the force, and I fear nothing, for all is as the force wills it.
And that goes well with the, as far as the sayings and stuff, with the concept of Life Day. The force is with me, and I am with the force. So with that, this is, I feel, a good offering, a new selection released from iamGEEK. Done well. Unfortunately, with the fact that, like I said, the RFID chips are starting to get a little bit harder to get your hands on for these crafters. To some of them, it's making it a little bit more difficult. It would have been nice if this Kyber would have been white on one end and red on the other. but I understand in conversations with Ryan Street that was a little bit harder to do, especially with the fact, you know, that he makes very limited run Kybers, but when he does it, he takes the time to try to make something that, you know, will stand out, something that's different, not quite the same as some of the others out there. So I think you did a very good job on this one here, Ryan. I appreciate your time there with making that, and I appreciate anybody that happened to stop by. You know, if you'd like the videos, you know, please take a few minutes, you know, reach down there and click that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up and hit the little bell so that way, you know, whenever I put new videos up, you guys can get those. Also look for my Saber Sundays. I'm releasing Saber reviews every week, hoping that this week we might get a Cal Kestis review that I'll be able to do at Galaxy's Edge, possibly, when I go to pick it up. I'm really hoping for one this weekend's release. So, again, thanks for stopping by, and as always, may the Force be with you.